from Four Stones Farm, and I've had the great pleasure to go out and visit Chef Curtis Stone there on the farm, where it's also a beautiful wine vineyard where the wines that we're gonna be bringing to you next are actually curated from. And tonight, look at how gorgeous it is. It's so spacious and peaceful and quiet, Chef. Oh my gosh, I mean, just look at that. Is it a dream come true for you and your family, Chef?
Marla, it really is. So we're talking about Four Stones Winery, and the first thing that I did, Marla, was I took a trip over the entire world. I went and visited the most beautiful wine regions that you could ever imagine. I'm talking Burgundy, Rioja, Champagne, you name it, and I went there. And I met the most incredible winemakers, and then I said, you know what, I'm going home and I'm gonna do it for myself. Because I absolutely love wine, I've always had a passion for it, and that's where we are right now. We're at Four Stones Vineyard and Farm, and here's what we are producing. Gorgeous, gorgeous wines. We have a Chardonnay, a Rosé, a Malbec, and a Cabernet. Let's start with the Chardonnay. Now, let me just talk really quickly about the label, if I may. You can see the Four Stones. That's me, Lindsay, Hudson, and Emerson. Well, Emerson's maybe the red. He's a bit more of the fiery one. My little guy, my 8-year-old. This is the Chardonnay. We absolutely love making this wine for you. So, what do you think of when you think of Chardonnay? Well, you think of the white wine that everyone turns to, right? It is the ultimate food wine. Oh my goodness, on the nose it's like got this green apple, ripe pear, a little bit buttery, but it's not too buttery, it's not like a butter ball. It's not oaky in the way that's gonna, you know, be too oaky. It's balanced, Marlo, isn't it? It's balanced, it's crisp, it's rich, but it's still bright, and I think that's what people love about it. Very easy drinking. As soon as I taste it, I think of things like chicken and a cheese platter and, you know, the pastas. It just goes on and on. There's so many things that you can eat with that beautiful Chardonnay. Oh, yum.
So the 12-pack, you get a better value, but in the 12-pack, we have the mixed. So you'll get 6 of all of the whites and then 6 of all of the reds. So you started with the Chardonnay. Do you want to go back to the Rosé, or where would you like to go next?
Let's go back to the Rosé.
Okay.
You know, I couldn't help myself. That Chardonnay is so good. I just wanted to get in there. Now,
but the last time I was with you, the Rosé was the best seller.
It sure was. Everybody loves it. It has a little bit of residual sweetness.
Rochelle just popped in.
Marlo saying hi. It has that beautiful residual sweetness, Marlo, and that's what people love about the Rosé. Now, it is all in the blending, and that's what's so great.
That's so fun. I taste the strawberries and the raspberries. Like, it's so much fun on your palate.
It really is. Now, this Marlo is 95% Zinfandel, but then I put 5% Pinot. The reason I blend it that way is I want the sweetness. I want that up front, that 95% Zinfandel. But then the Pinot just gives it a different richness. It gives it a roundness. And when you taste it, yeah, you get all those berries and jasmine and rose petals. It is a delicious drinking wine, and I really think you cannot go wrong. I say it's rosé all day, especially through the summer months, Marlo. All this stuff is perfect for grilling as well.
I know that many of these wines are award-winning wines, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but it looks like you've moved on, Chef.
Well, I'm going straight to the Malbec. I'm getting to the red wine because to me, summer is grilling season, and when you're outside on the grill, you're probably reaching for a red wine. If you haven't tried Malbec, I tell you what, it is just a sensational, full-bodied red wine. Of course, comes from Argentina. It's the quintessential Argentinian wine. The Malbec spends 8 months in oak, so it has a real richness to it. I say it's Argentina's answer to the Cabernet because it's a big, beautiful red wine. Oh, on the nose you're gonna get, it's juicy and it's deep and it's full-bodied, spices. You get a little bit of ripe plum. Oh my goodness, that is so good, Marlo. What do you think?
It's absolutely amazing. What's the best pairing for this, Chef? You talked about grilling. Are you talking about all the ribeyes that we had just about a month ago that would be delicious with, right?
Great with red meat, wonderful with braised meats too if you're ever cooking slow-cooked beef. Wonderful with lasagna. Really, it's a real all-rounder.
All right,
delicious,
let's talk about your favorite.
Wine.
I believe that
okay, here it is.
Yeah, this is it. Your favorite.
This is the Cabernet. I love this wine, Marlo, because, well, first of all, every time I walk out into the backyard here, I see the whole block of Cabernet, and I'm just like, the hills are alive with Cabernet. So this, of course, coming from California, it is the wine that we do the best here in Cali. Is the Cabernet, at least that's what I think. The Cabernet Sauvignon, full-bodied, very structured, but very smooth and silky. Dark jammy fruits, the perfect steak wine, perfect for anything that you're taking off the grill. But Marlo, you mentioned the awards. Can we bring up that graphic? Because this is brand new, right? We've just started, so we've just started entering this wine into wine shows. And I want to show you what we've already won, because, I mean, I'm not a boastful person, but have a look at this. The Rosés won 3 medals. The Chardonnays won 4. The Malbecs won gold. The Cabernet Sauvignon's already won a silver. I mean, but what's that? 7, 8, 9 medals between the 4 wines, and the flavour just speaks for itself. I mean, they're $30 bottles of wine, and today you're taking them home for just over $10 each, delivered to your door.
The value is incredible. Let me show you the offer and invite you to shop. This is going to be the perfect way to be able to set up your summer soirees and your cookouts up for success. You can choose to get 3 bottles of the rosé, which was the most popular the last time. It was the fastest selling in the rosé. It's so delicious. It's fruity, it's sweet. I taste hints of raspberries and strawberries. Then, of course, the Chardonnay, which is going to be your classic. I love fish. I love, of course, Chef Curtis Stone's cod and his salmon. All of your poultry Chardonnays are classic and forever. It's one of the best I've ever had. It is award-winning. Then, of course, we offer to you the red. So we've got the Malbec available for you. We've got the Cabernet Sauvignon available for you. And those are going to be your 3-pack that we offer to you. But then we've got a 12-pack. And if you look down in front of me, in the 12-pack, you'll get a set of 3 in each flavor. So that gives you a chance to try them all collectively. For my money, that's what I would buy, because now you have a favorite wine of everybody at the party. You're gonna make everybody happy, right? And it's, I hate to say it, but it's easy to go through two or 3 bottles of wine where you're having a really good time. So that's gonna be a better value dollar-wise, but it also collectively gives you the wonderful variety, which virtually all of them are award-winning. And so that might be a perfect place. That's the mixed, and that was the most favorite and the most popular of the 12-pack that we offer. And so we were able to bring in more of those because it sold out. With all of our wine, we ship it to you with free shipping and handling. I want to show you those awards once again. And Chef, I want you to walk us through this, because when you think about when you go, if you've ever been to a wine store or you've been in the supermarket and you see kind of row after row and shelf after shelf, it's like, where do I begin? Where do I start? It can be very intimidating and overwhelming. I love that of course the chef has curated these wines for you, and they are award-winning, and so you have the perfect place to land in order to enjoy some delicious wines or to try some new ones if you'd like. Let us know which ones are your favorites, and we'll be able to ship those to you. Well, we are about 15 minutes away from the top of the hour, and I understand Tamara is going to be coming up at the top of the